we have seen so many different comps already. Sigma Ball here for the Outlaws.
Excuse me?
Not a ton. Yeah, what?
Never mind. Never mind.
You know, Mitch, come on. It's early in the season.
Yeah, it is. What's your point?
You can't be trying to throw jokes like that early.
Okay, sorry.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Gauntlet where we go everything esports news. I'm your host, Captain Zeus, followed by my lovely co-host, Novaburst. That was good. So today we have the results for the last week or the first week of the Overwatch League's 2021 season, and then our thoughts for these upcoming matches for the week 2 matches. But I just want to say there was a lot of matches that went down. It was like, what, 16?
Yes, like quite a bit.
Yeah. So we're going to kind of just go through the meat and juices of them. My Houston shirt is in the laundry, so I was not able to wear it. So I'm just wearing my Shanghai shirt, which...
No.
Really shouldn't have worn that. But we'll go ahead and go through some of these matches. On day one, you had Houston versus Dallas, and then San Fran versus Los Angeles Gladiators. There was the Houston-Dallas match, which, first of all, to start it off, was absolutely amazing. Went to game 5, Houston beating Dallas 3-2. Awesome. Great. This is what I need. I needed that. Houston needed that for sure. It's good.
I mean, to start off the week, Battle of Texas, Houston, Dallas, and it going to a game 5 already.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what more could you ask for? You know what I mean? That's just incredible. I don't know who you had, but I had Dallas going into it, but I thought it was going to be a very close match.
I thought Dallas was going to win as well, and I thought it was going to be close because Houston's got even no matter the roster, has a track record of just losing it. Like, we should have won a couple of times last season, but it didn't happen. But the match was phenomenal. I really loved seeing Dallas's roster up there. I think all of their games for Dallas and Houston was really good, especially Dallas being one of the more cracked teams. But Houston showing, hey, we're not bottom 5, which is great. You also had Gladiators losing to San Fran in like the battle for California, I guess.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, battle for Cali. San Fran showing that they're dominant per usual. You know? Gladiators took a match off. It's not bad. I was hoping it was going to go to a game 5, to be honest. But I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, I don't know about a game 5, but I thought Gladiators, they still got some elements to them that they can still stick into it. But San Fran's just too stacked at this moment.
They're pretty stacked.
I didn't think they were going to give LA anything like that. So 3-1, I expected kind of that. Yeah.
Nice. And then on Saturday, there was a huge chunk of matches. We'll kind of just go through them. You had Shanghai 3-0ing Guangzhou, which honestly wasn't much of a surprise there. Chengdu 3-1ing Valiant, also not much of a surprise. Philly 3-1ing Seoul. Toronto 3-1ing Vancouver for the Battle of Canada, I guess. The battle for maple syrup. Toronto won that one 3-1. Atlanta losing to Florida in a 3-1 as well, which good job, Florida, looking good so far. And then you had Dallas beating LA Gladiators 3-1. So Glad's taken 2 L's that first week. That's got to suck.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. I mean, they were fighting 2 pretty tough teams that made a lot of roster changes during the off season. LA Gladiators, they changed some things up too. I still think they're up there. I don't know about like top dogs like San Fran, Philly top dogs or something like that. But I think, like they can stick in it. They still got it.
That's fair.
But
that's fair.
This week was pretty tough for them.
Oh, yeah. And then to start off Sunday, you had Seoul 3-0ing Guangzhou. Guangzhou also taking 2 L's, both of them with no map wins there. Unfortunate. You had Chengdu surprisingly 3-0ing Shanghai. Did not see that one coming.
You know what I mean?
Whatsoever.
Yeah, right.
And don't look at my shirt.
Don't look at it.
I'm so ashamed. But yeah, that was good job, Chengdu. Shanghai WTF.
Yeah, I don't know if they were like, yeah, we beat Gung Zhao, because last year Gung Zhao, you know,
They're up there.
they're
They're number
really
2.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then, well, we're not gonna get into like late season,
We're
like
not talking about that.
finals Gung Zhao, or I don't know what happened to them.
Finals
but,
Guns Out doesn't exist.
You know what I mean? It's like that final getting close to the championship. Gung Zhao, that was them in their prime, but yeah, they got swept both times for Gung Zhao, and then Chengdu just came in and punched Shanghai in the mouth. So
It's for real. They're like, we just beat LA Valiant, completely new roster, no one even knows, and it was just right in the mouth. Just yeah. So that sucks. But then you had Philly 3-0ing Valiant, which honestly is not much of a surprise. I don't think Valiant's going to win any games this season, to be honest.
Very unfortunate for them. I don't know how if you're an LA Valiant fan,
which I'm not anymore.
I don't know what to tell you, man. It's gonna be rough.
You're really brave if you're a Valiant fan right now.
If you're still wearing your jersey out in public, kudos to you, my dude.
You have some cojones.
It's gonna be tough out there. Oh god.
Oh yeah. And then also one of the most amazing matches that we've seen this week: Houston, San Fran, 3-2 with one tied game there. Absolutely phenomenal. One of the best matches we've seen in quite a while. I mean, this first week really showed like, hey, this is gonna brand new season. You don't know what to expect. Yeah, exactly.
That's what they did.
This is the hype. Last season was just kind of we get a little staggered.
Yeah, like we expect, like we're like we expect this from this, this teams and stuff like that. It was
pretty predictable last year, but this year is really. I mean, there's still some predictabilities there, but geez, that was Houston. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Kudos to Houston, man. They pulled it out this week. They gave some really tough game 5s, like no doubt. And like I know most teams, when it gets to a game 5, or like it's getting down the long road, some of them run out of gas. You know what I mean? But to pull off a game 5, not only against Dallas, and then championship, 2-time championship,
2 times
winning teams.
Stop that reverse sweep.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Like Houston is MVP of this week. You guys did phenomenal.
That was absolutely. I was really worried about the roster that we had, but I saw Dante showing up. There was Jake Jagnew showing up.
Dude,
happy.
Happy was
golly happy.
Happy was happy that
it was happy.
He was happy.
Change happy to excited. That's what it needs to be. But yeah, and then to follow up that, you had Florida 3-1ing Vancouver, which not that crazy, and then Toronto 3-2ing Atlanta, which is a little interesting. Seeing how Florida 3-1 Vancouver, they also 3-1 Atlanta. Toronto 3-1 Vancouver, but they had to go to a game 5 against Atlanta, so it's interesting dynamic that we have there with the teams. Could just be the comps in the roster that they have, but I mean, Toronto pulled out the dub. I'm glad to see that. I didn't think Atlanta was really going to take any dubs this week, anyways. But game 5, that's pretty cool.
I think Atlanta is low. They don't really got a good team like they had last year. Toronto, though, I feel like Toronto's low, but they're good enough to beat those low teams. So it's like, LAV and then Atlanta Reign and all that stuff. They're down in the bottom, and then Toronto is just like, stay down. You know what I mean? And
so they get to stay over there.
Yeah, so they get to beat them up. And then Florida, honestly, they're just like
Florida's cruising.
They're like middle of the pack, but they get to beat up those lower teams too. Florida's like an underdog, to be honest. Like no one's gonna be paying attention to them.
Last year they were really good. They showed up in what was the May Melee and almost won the entire tournament.
Yeah,
like it's good to see some life coming from them. Yeah, they're bottom tier teams, but hopefully that gives them a little bit of a confidence booster for when they go up against the peeps in their next matches.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, for the second week of the Overwatch League, we do have our predictions for them. I'll go ahead and go through them first.
Yeah,
for day 1, you got Paris versus Vancouver. I said 3-1 Paris. Not too bad. You have the Gladiators against London. I think that'll be a game 5, just for sakes of interestingness. Yeah, and then Gladiators does take the dub on that. On day 2, Chengdu versus New York. I think Chengdu will beat New York in a game 5 as well. Philly versus Spark. I think Philly will beat Spark 3-1. Houston versus Paris. I think Houston will win that in a game 5, just because that would be pretty cool. Boston versus Gladiators. I think Gladiators will win 3-1. Washington versus Dallas. I think Washington will win 3-2. I also think that's probably like the hypest match that week.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that one.
Same here. Day 3, you have Spark versus New York. Spark's gonna lose that one 3-1.
Oh, tough week.
Sorry, Spark. Chengdu versus Philly. I think Philly will win in a 3-2. London versus Houston. Houston's gonna win in a 3-1. Boston versus Dallas. I think Dallas will win in a 3-1. And then Vancouver versus Washington. I think Washington will 3-0 them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I got there.
I feel, yeah. Honestly, I feel like we have a very close,
very similar,
what's it called, going into it.
Okay.
I think I have quite a few 3-1. So I went and say Paris 3-1, LA Gladiators 3-1.
Okay.
Chengdu 3-1.
Wow.
Like I said, a lot of 3-1. Because I don't know, I feel like a lot of the games we've seen, like it might look like a beatdown, but for some reason they at least take a map. I don't know, it just happens.
It's always something, some sign of life.
Right? It's weird. But, you know, Overwatch League. Philly 3-1. Houston 3-1.
Okay.
LA Gladiators 3-1. I think LA Gladiators are going to be able to pick up a few games this week to help compensate for, losing those 2 last week.
They need the dubs.
Definitely. I put Washington, 3-2. I'm really excited for that game. Washington, Dallas. That's going to be it right there. I actually put Spark 3-2. I don't know if it's because
you're a Spark boy.
Spark boy. Hey, London and Spark, you guys are gonna have a really tough week coming up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But if you can at least pull one game out of those 2, I'm a happy boy. Okay.
Happy Spark boy.
I have Philly 3-2 coming up. And then actually, Houston 3-2, and then Washington 3-0 with that sweep right there.
What about that Dallas Boston?
Which one?
Dallas Boston.
Did I forget one?
Yeah. You said Houston, then you went Washington.
I thought I said Dallas.
No, you did not.
I didn't.
No, you did not.
My bad, guys. Dallas Boston. Probably a 3-1.
There's a lot of 3-1s this week, to be honest.
Yeah. It's like it's a safe bet because I don't think anyone can really. I mean, there's sweeps out there, but
it's really going to be tough with the off season that we've had, and everyone's had some kind of shakeup. Everyone's going to be don't know what to expect. You know, it's going to be interesting. The Washington match the Washington Vancouver is the only 3-0 I could see. I honestly didn't think any 3-0s was going to happen this past week, really, except for maybe the Valiant one. Because I have no faith in Valiant anymore.
Basically, if you see you playing against Valiant that week, you get a free win.
It's like Boston last year. It's Valiant this year.
It's very sad because like they were, like we said, we were like
Valiant was top mid. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like they were like, what's it called? I would go on to say both the LA teams were like the guardians of the top 10. Like
that was our motto for it.
But now LAV just dropped down, man.
Plummeted. Whatever happened behind the scenes that no one likes or approves of. I mean, they go ahead and they even admitted they don't even know if they're going to take a dub. They'll be happy with one win this year.
I would be too.
I would be too. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. We'll be trying to do these every Monday, giving our predictions for the week and then our thoughts on the results as well. If you guys liked what you saw, give us a like. Let us know in the comments your predictions for this week as well as your thoughts on this past week of the matches. And don't forget to follow and subscribe on all of our social medias and stuff. But yeah, I'm Captain Zeus. That there is Nova Burst.
Yeah, you forgot my name.
I was trying to figure out where I'm going to have you pointed at. Anyways,
True.
and we'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.